Alright people, welcome back to another video. Alright guys, so today we have a sturdy update for lossless scaling, right? So with this update, right now it's going neck to neck with AMD Fluid Motion Frames 2. I'll tell you that right now. So with this update, they just gave us some new features. So now if you go in here, you go into Steam and you hit update, you should be updating right now. I think it was on beta, but finally came out today. And if you read up here, it says resolution scaling, SGSR version 1, Windows 11, 24H2 compatibility, right? And if you go down here, it tells you exactly what this update is doing, right? So with this update, it said there's a new resolution scaling option in LSFG. This feature allows input frames to be processed at a reduced resolution while generating output at the original resolution. For example, when playing at 1440p settings, the scaling to 50% enable LFG to generate 1440p output from 720p output. Basically, if you bring down the slider, I'll show you that in a minute. If you bring it down to like a little below, it upscales the system, right? So whatever you put it as, if you put it at a lower resolution, it will upscale it to a better resolution, making the game look way better, way sharper, and way sturdier, guys. So this update was well needed. So I'm gonna get into some gameplay and I'll show you what's going on, but let me just see what else is saying. So this provide a performance boost with only minor quality trade-off, so that's good. So you're getting that boost in performance, but not really any quality reduction, right? So that's good. Note that this is not related to image scaling, rather it reduced the amount of information available in LFG for motion estimation. So yeah, so let me just get into some gameplay, guys, because this resolution scaling sounds amazing. So I'm gonna show you what's going on and give you some gameplay on what's going on and show you what all the features are doing. Alright, so I'll be using lossless scaling and also some AMD features as well. If you come into scaling type, click on that, you will see SGSR. You click on that. You could also mess with the sharpness here as well, just give you a little bit more sharper edges when in the game that you're playing. So if you like the game to be sharp or not too sharp, you can play around with this. I'll leave it around 6. So now if you come over to the right side, only option you have right now is 2.3, and then the best one to play with right now, guys, just stick with X2. That's the best mode right now. So right now, this right here is one of the new features as well. So this is the resolution scaling. So you want to bring it down to about 70, around there, between 60 and 70, 80. All depending on what game you're playing. So you want to test it out for each game you're playing, but I think the sweet spot is around like 70 right there. And also, guys, remember what this does, it's rendering the game at a low resolution to output to whatever you have set on your display. So if you're playing at 1200p, 900p, 1600p, it will render the game at a low resolution and then boost it up back to that resolution that you have your system set to. So that's basically what it's doing. But let's see what else we got down here. So we got it on performance, go down, got this on off, and then got draw FPS on as well, so I can see my FPS. And that's basically it. Let me go into my AMD app, show you what's going on in here as well. So the first game I'll be doing is Spider-Man Remastered. So with Radiant Chill, I turned it off and I got anti-lag on. You could also use Radiant Chill if you want as well, but you gotta make sure you cap the FPS correctly. So you want to cap it for base game performance, right? So if you're running off medium settings and you would get like 30 FPS base with no frame generation, anything like that, then you would cap it, say 40 for chill, for idle, and then like 45 for peak. Idle is when you're not moving, peak is when you're in action. So we'll cap it like that, and then lossless scaling will multiply that times 2 or whatever it does, and then you'll get a lot more frames per second. So you can do that as well, but make sure you cap it correctly, guys, because if you don't cap it correctly or you cap it below your base, then your performance will be kind of low, and if you cap it too high, it will be fluctuating a lot. So make sure you do that correctly. But I'm not using Radiant Chill, I'll be using anti-lag instead, so you guys can see the full amount of FPS that I'm getting, stuff like that. So I'm not going to cap it, so you guys can see how it's fluctuating and what's really going on. But remember, you can do that as well. I got texture filtering quality and performance, and the surface format optimization enabled as well. And then tessellation mode, I got it on 2x. Then for my display settings, I had it on 1000p. I mean, I had it on 1600 now because I'm doing the video and I want my screen to look clear and not pixelated. So let's go jump to 1000p, and then I'll get into some gameplay, guys, and I'll show you what's going on with Spider-Man, and then probably some Helldivers 2 as well. Alright, so let me show you my settings real quick. Graphics and display, I got full screen, 1000p in here as well, 144 Hz. Frame gen is off, so no frame gen. If I go to graphics, so I'm playing everything on low. You could go up and play on medium, high, whatever you want, but your FPS is gonna drop as well, just know that. I'm just doing this to show you guys the max amount of FPS I could get, but I don't usually play on low, I usually play on medium, right? So I'm gonna open up this right here. I'm on 30 watts, 35, and 41. And performance, efficiency. Alright, so right now I'm getting like 87, 90, 96 around there. Sometimes it goes up to 100. You can cap the FPS to the base game without any type of frame generation, and you will get better performance, right? You will get stable performance, so you can do that as well. But I didn't cap it. But make sure whatever game you're playing at, you capped it properly. So if you are base without any type of frame gen or anything like that, you'll get like 40. Make sure you cap it at that. And also correlates with your settings, like your graphic settings, determine how much FPS you will get at base. So do that, and then your frame rate will be much stabler, guys. But this is what I'm getting right now. It's up and down, but it's not dropping below 60 or anything like that. It's like stable around like 80. And even in action as well, it's great. 84 around there. 90. Let's go down here. Right now the base is 54, so that's why it's all over the place with the frame gen. See, every time it goes up, the frame gen goes up as well. In action, I don't see any type of ghosting. Lagging is not really there. Even though lagging don't really bother me like that. I know some people different. So yeah, guys, definitely playable. It's giving AMD full motion frames a run for its money right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. This update was needed to compete. 103. It's way more stable inside. And this is a 1000p, so you could try a different resolution as well. You could try higher resolution. But as I said before, FPS will drop. Alright guys, so that's basically it for this game. So let me get into the next game, show you what's going on. Alright, so the next game I'll be doing is Helldivers 2. So let me turn this off. Let me turn off Rainy Chill. Then I got anti-lag on, turn that on. Go down, advance. I got texture filtering and performance, surface format enable. Then I put tessellation and 2x. Then also remember I'm on 1000p on the system itself. So now let me get into the game, and then I'll show you what's going on. Alright, so with Helldivers, settings, 1000p in game as well, also on the system, balance, borderless. This is the only time any type of frame gen work with this game. So set to borderless. If you go to graphics, so now I ramped it up a little bit more. It's got medium, high, medium. So most everything is medium and high. So I'm playing at a high settings for this game. Not high, but in between medium and high. So let me get into the gameplay, show you what's going on. I'm on 30 watts, 32, 41, performance and efficiency. So out the gate, right now 86, 71, 102, 111. Base is around 65, around there. But as I said before, if you don't want it to fluctuate like this, better you cap the FPS to your base performance for that game, and you'll get a smoother experience. But I'm not capping it. I just want you guys to see how it's fluctuating and how it's really going, right? So in the AMD settings again, I showed you guys that before. I also got tessellation on as well. Let me get this up and running. Go around here real quick. Alright, let me just get rid of some of these guys. Heal up a little bit. Graphics is good as well, guys. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you mess with the rendering scaler up and down to your liking. So with ghosting, you do see a little bit of ghosting around his head. Tessellation is actually working as well. open this up. There's some enemies over here. So between 80 around there. It's not really that erratic with this game compared to Spider-Man. Throw that over there, see what's up. So this update is good, guys. Not gonna lie to you. As I said in my other gameplay with Spider-Man, it's definitely giving AMD Fluid Motion Frames 2 a run for its money right now. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think between lossless scaling with this new update. I think it's 2.12, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know what you think versus AMD Fluid Motion Frames 2. Which one you're actually using right now? Which one you think is best? Drop a comment down below. And let me know what you think, guys. So yeah, so let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. Hit that like button if you like what I'm posting. Sub to the channel for more awesome content, guys. And remember what I always say, guys, health is wealth. Peace and love. I'm out, guys. Thanks for tuning in.